Good Monday morning to all of you. This is Sunaina, Vohra, Youth and Family Life Coach from Athena Life Coaching. Congratulations, we're all in the month of Valentines, February, the month of love and relationships. And I'm dedicating this month to this topic. I've had lots of people writing in various questions targeted around marriage, and I'm going to try to use this video blog to try and answer many questions. The first thing I'd like to talk about is what is a marriage, what is a relationship. Sometimes we talk about I won this fight or he lost in this and he had to say sorry or I had to say sorry. So a marriage is composed of three parts: husband, wife, and together they form a third party, the us, the we, the couple, the relationship. And the reason why a lot of times we struggle in a marriage is because we think a marriage is composed of parts of each of us or dissolving each of us to form another entity. It is important to keep your own identity as a wife, as a husband, and together create another entity, your relationship, your marriage, on which you need to work, on which you have to nurture and create peace and harmony in. So there are a couple of points I'd like to talk about is when a husband and wife fights, it's not that if I won the fight, it's a positive and he's in a negative. What happens then to the relationship? The relationship is again in the negative and vice versa. But what happens if I win, he wins, we're both in the positive, we are creating a better relationship. We are adding to the relationship rather than taking away from it. So a bit of maths there. The other thing I'd like to talk about is a lot of times men tend to come home, they're tired from work and the wife is looking forward to talking to them or spending time with them, and she jumps to the conclusion that he's too tired or he doesn't enjoy coming home. And sometimes what we need to do is in a relationship is to trust that we are in a relationship for the greater good, for the relationship, rather than somebody is acting negatively because of me. So my husband is in a grumpy mood because of me and therefore he is the grumpy person. So behavior is just a part of the person and we need to look at what the person is bringing into the relationship. Is he overall a nice person? Is he contributing to the household? Is he looking after the children? So give him his moment of space, his moment of relaxing and unwinding when he comes back from office. The other thing is a lot of women have written in saying that my husband does not contribute to the children's homework and therefore he doesn't love me. So what happens is, as individuals, what we tend to do, my husband came home from work, he was grumpy, he didn't help in the homework, and he's always been grumpy and he never contributes to anything in the household. Even when we were newly married, he used to always listen to his mother, and I'm nobody in this relationship, and he's always, and this mental story goes out of proportion, and the original point, the homework, is no longer the problem. The problem is now the feeling of neglect, the feeling of lack, the feeling of I'm no longer loved, I'm no longer important. So ladies and gentlemen, please stay focused on the issue at hand. And truly, if there is something that is bothering you on a day-to-day basis, it's a really good idea to maybe go out for a walk alone without the children, or go out for a date night, or just make some time together to talk about what it is that is bothering you. So for example, if he truly is not helping with the homework at all and it's something that you want him to help around, sit him down and say, I actually feel overburdened and I would really appreciate if you could spend 25 minutes or an hour with the children going through their homework, and I would feel more supported, and then I could do this and the other. So when you get your husband on board to the focused issue rather than the bigger issue that you've created out of it in your mind and not in reality, you could actually resolve that issue. Please remember, marriage is about plus and plus, adding to the bigger plus rather than taking away from each other. And marriage is not something that you can put on cruise control just like your car. In a relationship, in a marriage, it is very, very important for the couple to work towards a common good. So I hope in this video blog I've shared a couple of case studies, a couple of examples of incidents that we tend to do in our day-to-day that actually take away or deplete from the relationship. And it's so important to keep nurturing that. And also, one more point I'd like to talk about is fighting and misunderstandings. That's normal, that happens in everybody's life. Yes, on Facebook you only see the happy pictures and you don't see the ones in which the wife is giving the husband a bad look, and you see the romantic lovey-dovey, and we tend to compare the insides of how we are feeling with the outside pictures of the other couples and feel even more annoyed and more in lack when we are watching all those pictures. So be wary of that and realize that fighting in marriage and misunderstandings, it's all part of the deal, and it's about letting go of those issues, working through those issues and coming out stronger. That will actually make your marriage stronger. And also remember, there was another gentleman who came to me who said that I'd like you to meet my wife and coach her because she has A, B, C, D, E, F problems, and if all those problems are resolved, our marriage will totally be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about working on yourself. When you work on yourself, automatically the ripple effect, it will impact. So when you make your positive stronger, it will add to the relationship you have created. So remember, work on yourself and don't point fingers at your wife or at your husband or at your spouse for any reason. When you work on yourself, when you work on creating more peace and clarity and love within yourself, you will see that reflected. And I have coached enough adults to know how, when only the wife has been coached, how her relationship with not only her husband and the children has changed. And when I have coached only the husband, how just coaching one individual has changed the entire family from the wife to the children. So in a relationship, if one person also makes positive steps towards correcting himself, understanding himself, improving his own behavior, it has such a tremendous impact on the relationship. So I hope you remember these points, and if there's anything that you'd like to talk to me, do book in for a free relationship coaching session only for the month of February, celebrating Valentines with all of you. Email me on sunainaathena@gmail.com or call me on 05613999033. I look forward to speaking to you soon, and keep sending me those emails. Take care then. Bye for now.